So I'm going to focus on Gnostic material that is new, that is fresh, that people may randomly want to watch. Ultimately, at the end of the day, people need life coaching when it comes to the paranormal. So I will give you this. Beware. Beware. Beware of people that say they hate Jesus, say they hate God, but claim to be psychic. Because you then open up a door, so to the person picking up on the masculine energy, you don't know the half of it. But are you the one who's been harming me for years? As I go over here, calling people, driving me from places, or somebody else, because I'm not really picking up on any empathy with regards to what I went through the other day at the mall and how serious that was. They just kicked me out for 5 years for doing a podcast. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and entertain you if you don't want me to tell you what's going on. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, I'm living in my car with a cat who's traumatized, and people shouldn't support that. You're a crazy world that doesn't recognize the effect of solar flares. And so we're in it right now. There's a solar flare coming in. People are losing their mind, people are doing dumb things, and people don't want to learn the truth. Well, you people are going to learn the truth about solar flares one way or the other. Okay, because we do come from the sun, and we will go back to the sun. It's like a scene from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And so they like to imprint thoughts into people and then turn people against people that are innocent. So I did a lot of stuff with regards to praying to Jesus and dealing with Orthodox Christianity and those folks. And then making a small donation, not much, to the coffee shop that I would go at. Then they, go back to calling the cops because they perceived something that wasn't real. So there's something wrong with this place that's profound, but also with Colorado, also with Oregon. So I'm going to just go back to being a nomad and working on my book and then getting, my health up. I took my dumbbells. I quit the retro fitness. I mean, they were looking at me at retro fitness like somebody called or something. Where they looked me up. They were real nice. When I was getting my membership, they were chatting up. Second they got that money, right? Next day, that lady's like looking down, like, ugh, don't talk to that guy. There were a lot of cops. One cop walked up and he went, he was like talking under his, I have seen a lot of schizophrenia lately. People want to label me schizophrenic for being a genius just because I understand things they don't understand. How racist, how arrogant, how pathetic, how inferior. It's really sad. How many white people out there don't want me to help them, talk to them, work with them, edit their papers, or vice versa? It's like I don't even exist. It's like they think I'm nothing. It's like they think that I'm an insect. I don't think they understand what I'm doing for them. And they don't care. Ultimately, when I say, have I been too hard on white people? They don't fucking care. I'm looking weak then. Now I'm looking weak. Oh, yeah. Look at you, you fucking bitch. Oh, he hit you in the face. You don't care about me. We don't need your help. And they've done that for a long, long time. So, women are possessed. I have another channel. You can ask me for it if you'd like. But we're going to talk about that on the other channel. Dallas will be exposed in a Substack. I'm going to be starting a whole new Substack called, and from that Substack, for those that are invited, I'm going to be going deep into issues, right? So we'll be talking about human trafficking. We'll be talking about the aliens, demons. We'll be talking about the underworld, the underground. We'll be talking about these technologies. We'll be talking about how there are actual legends and stories about angels helping people in the Heath Rockwall area during recent storms. There were storms. There were storms tonight. So there's something going on with the lightning. Let's keep it on Gnostic. Something going on with ladybugs. So I'm going to free flow spirituality. You may like it, you may not like it. Really doesn't matter. Eventually somebody will like it enough that they will land on the channel, and then we can move forward and develop an off-grid compound where we work on martial arts, meditation, and journalism. How does that sound? Is it really that difficult to try to create a new village or a new society where people are a tribe of journalists, where a man and woman have sex and they create a baby and they teach that baby to be a journalist? You are to be a journalist. You are not to become a doctor. You are to be a journalist. You are to fight racism. You are not to let them win. You are not to become one of them. You are to wake up Black America. You are to tell them to not kill the Afghans. You are to tell the Black people, do not listen to the white man. You are not to go to Iraq. You need to do that. So the letter to Black America is coming because this is Gnosis. This is the power of Carl Symington, my dead Black spiritual mentor. Anyway, that was all for them. I have history here at this Denny's. I bet they call too. And the cops come. Fact of the matter is, I made my peace with the cops. I'm not going to get in any more trouble. I told the Mesquite cops when I was leaving that I was never going to make false accusations again, that my main focus was Dallas. Why can't we be friends? Why can't? So I've gone out of my way to be nice to them. And they still like to get the calls on me. And so this beard, even if some people like it, it is going to add to the perceived aggression. Whether you see that or not isn't the issue. Okay, these teenage girls see me, they're afraid of me, and they are terrified of me. And you know what? I don't want to believe that you're all like that. The whole world's like that, but this is what it is. People are grossly intolerant if they hear somebody alleging there's racism and that their political party or movement is involved. The left and the right are two sides of a Nazi system blaming Afghans for all their problems. I'm taking the sacrifice. I live a shitty life. I'm not living in opulence like the Afghans and the Muslims because I'm doing what's right. And I've done more for white America and the off-grid movement than I've done for people elsewhere. Okay, so we have basically a disgusting class war on our hands. And when you're dealing with people that are working day in and day out for the system, they can become easily brain damaged from their jobs. And that's what's going on with her and AI. I went deep into the Grok world. Not too deep, but Grok will entertain some profound sexual fantasies. And I would say they put out stuff that's not necessarily okay. You know, so and I haven't pushed the limits. And they were doing things that were not legal not too long ago. Anyways, don't know where I'm going. Maybe Arizona, maybe California. Got nowhere to stay in Colorado. But I will be getting some marijuana in the near future. And then from there, figuring out where I'm going. There's a guy named David Wilcock who, you know, worshiped the aliens or whatnot. He's in Netherlands. And during a solar flare recently, he killed himself. Okay, he was claimed to be a Gnostic, claimed to be exposing the Archons, and a lot of stuff that he did was fake over the years. You know, so we need a renaissance of people that are awake to what the others are doing, because a lot of New Age women are no longer the same. They've been screwed up by that veneration. My mother intentionally tried to take me to meet the aliens, the 1980s, in Seattle, Washington, and it didn't turn out well for us. By 1993, the farm was sold. You have a combination of that, Bruce doing methamphetamines, and then whatever type of like dumping of like battery acids and other things. Like my grandpa was pretty open about polluting the earth, and so that's the issue. So how do you protect yourself from somebody like that? You have to get distance. You can't control them. Somebody could have like voices beamed into their head that are not like their own, and then that's what's really scary about people in this world that want to deny that we're affected by smart meters. Like we've had smart meters that are cranked up. They can target people. This is not crazy. There's a pulse that goes back, and that has been interfering with my sleep. And all people do is just laugh at a person who doesn't have marijuana, who's stressed out. I'm a success story. I just keep going. People don't want to hear it. And they're grossly intolerant during solar flares, and right now shit's popping. Definitely. Leave a comment down below if you're a supportive person. But I also have other channels that I'll be developing. If you get deep into controversial subjects that at times can play a role, I have another channel with a disguised voice, and I also have Groks, and I'll be using the blonde-haired, blue-eyed voice of the woman, and that's going to be more influential, right? But what I'm going to do for this area, however long I am, right here, I'm going to just be bouncing around. I'm going to work on that secret website, and then from there, good things will come to me. Eventually, somebody will help me. Thank you for watching.